Hey, hey, I am back. I am back and I am live. As you can see from the title, I am going to be talking about my not so strange addiction. And so I'm just going to wait a few minutes for people to join in. And then I'm just going to get started and do a little get ready with me um, and just talk about where I've been. Where have you been, girl? Where have you been? Well, if you read from the title, it's no secret as to what I'm going to be talking about. And if you are an American, then you probably know also what I'm talking about. But where have I been? I've been here. To start, if you read, okay, so where do I want to start? Where have I been? So for one, I've been basically detoxing from sugar. Like I had to just, hi, Germany. How cool. Oh, wow. My husband's been to Germany. I've never been to Germany. I would love to visit Germany one day. But I don't know. We'll see. Only in the summer, though. I don't want to go in the snow. But hey, Germany. But where have I been? I had to take a moment from life, from YouTube, from everything. First of all, with the Kobe Bryant thing, when that hit like boom, and I was sad and so heavy. And so with that being said, I probably began to like just snack more than I wanted to. And so what I like to say is like the sugar habit or addiction. And the reason why I call this video my not so strange addiction is because I know in America we have a problem with sugar, and not just the white fluffy stuff that we see. Because when people say sugar, we also think, oh, she's not talking about cane sugar. No, I'm talking carbs that metabolize into sugar. That's just American pastime. So where have I been? Last week I was like, you know what? First of all, I have got to stop being consumed with this Kobe Bryant thing because it was so sad. It was so sad. And again, if you have not watched that video, make sure you watch that video. My response to that. But ultimately, with it being sad, I just had to take a break. I had to take a break from the news and everything about it. And so my brows are not done. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk sugar detox. And so I had to take a little baby break. And in taking a break, if you know anything about detoxing from just about anything, I ended up getting sick. Like, oh my gosh, this is so sad type thing. But then I also need to, but I got sick. And I can't really tell if I got sick because I was detoxing or if I had the flu or something like that. I can't, because they do mimic each other. So for those of you that don't know, if you've ever detoxed from anything, um, sugar, drugs, a man, no, I'm just kidding. No, a man too, I guess. You run the risk of getting sick because basically your body's like craving what you always feed it. And so, as I said, I'm not just talking about cane sugar. I'm talking about bread. There's so many things that metabolizes as sugar. And for me, I tend to eat a low carb diet. And so when I'm snacking and stuff like that on things that is counterproductive to the way I like to eat, that's a problem for me. So that's where I've been. I was detoxing from sugar, and then I got sick. And then on top of that, my daughter got sick. And so it was quite a week. And so there you have it. And so here we are on it's Sunday. Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday, Germany. And I am back. I feel much better. I had to make myself, I'm like, nope, I miss it. I need to go back on and I need to go live. I need to do a look and I just need to talk. So leave a comment down below if you know what I'm talking about with addiction and sugar addiction and all of that. Like, leave a comment below if you know that is true and if you know it's hard out here in these sugary, not so sugary streets. Because I didn't bring all my brushes over. So that's where I've been, and I miss everyone. And of course, I guess I can add a subtitle now that I talked about it. And the reason why I said it's not my strange addiction, I know for a fact that Americans, we in America, we are just over consuming sugar. We are over consuming carbs. And I just don't want to be a participant. I just don't want to be a participant. And I happen to be someone that can have the tendency to emotionally eat. And like I said, that Kobe Bryant thing was really sad, which leads me to, I guess, my second topic, which is the Gayle King thing. All right, so here we go. Let's talk. And I'll just edit the title to mention that we're talking about Miss Gayle King. So here's my take on that. I'm not even going to talk about Kobe in the sense of what happened because he's not here to defend himself. He's not here. We could just go with the facts. The facts are the girl accused him. They settled out of court. That's the facts. My problem with the Gayle King thing is, and let me just back up, unless you've been living under a rock and you're like, well, what the heck is she talking about? The Gayle King thing. Gayle King had an interview with Lisa Leslie, who was Kobe Bryant's friend. And she asked him a question about the rape allegations. Now, my issue is not timing as far as it being so close to Kobe's death. I just think it was a misplaced question. I just think it just didn't make sense for her to ask her that. Like, what was the point? I guess that's my point. What was the point of you asking that? And I guess journalists do that, because my mind went to Serena Williams when someone right after this Meghan Markle and Harry exit from the party, as you want to say, a reporter asked Serena about that, and Serena had a perfect answer. So I guess reporters are known for trying it. You know what I'm saying? But for me as a journalist, I think it was just a misplaced question. Like, what was your point in saying that in that interview? Ask her about her career. Ask her about running. Ask her about her relationship with Kobe. But what was the point of asking her specifically about the rape? And I'm not, like I said, disclaimer, I am not a fan of Kobe in the sense of, his number one fan and I'm offended and all of that. Not at all, not even close. But I just find it strange. I don't understand what the point of the question was. Now, we have backlash. Snoop Dogg and all these people came in and, emotions are like at an all-time high right now concerning this situation and Kobe's death and different things like that. Emotions are at a all-time high. Like it's the same thing when, let me hit this nose real quick. It's the same thing when Nipsey died. It's almost like in America when someone dies and they're your favorite, you better not go for the favorite because people are going to get you. But for me, I don't see what the point was. I don't understand. It was just a misplaced question. To me, because you're interviewing her. So ask her about her accomplishments and different things like that. Like, what was the point? So that was my whole point with Miss Gayle. Now, we are going in, people are going in on Miss Gayle. And if you're not American, what I mean by that is that's American slang. They are going off. And so is it warranted? I guess if that's what you want to do. I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy to tweet Gayle King about that. If I do have the energy, so what I'm doing is I'm setting the primer. I have my Fenty setting powder And I am just setting what I just added before I go ahead and do this little cute little natural beat. It's going to be real cute and fast. Because I think that's it. But so it's like, I guess that's what the problem is when we talk about cancel culture in America. You know, I always say, thank goodness, that and I guess being on YouTube now, I am in that generation. But I was gonna say, growing up, I made my mistakes without the wonderful world of retweets and YouTube and the internet. Um, Cancel culture. I don't know. Do people deserve to be canceled? Like completely canceled? Because Gayle is canceled at this point, and they are going off on Gayle and Oprah. That's what's so funny. People are going off on Gayle and Oprah. And so leave a comment down below if you're like, okay, it was warranted, and oh well. I think I'm gonna go into my Naked palette because I'm just gonna do a cute little natural beat. I have not used this palette in like forever. And so again, this is my Naked Honey palette. I 9 times out of 10 will top it off or enhance it with my Jackie Aina palette or my Pretty Rich palette, which I am just like obsessed with both of them. So I'm gonna put this old Morphe brush down that I just got finished setting that, and then I'm going to get this eye together. So I'm going in with this third one as just a cute little base. And the name of it is, I want to say, geez, I can't see that. I don't know. I can't see it. And yes, I have on my contacts, but the sister is challenged in the eye department. Okay. I think some people, I don't know. Welcome. So that's where I have been as far as detoxing. And some of you probably like, well, dang, you had to not do videos? Yes. Yes. Because it's not a pretty sight when you detoxing from sugar and then you catch the flu and oh, it was horrible. It was horrible. I was throwing up. It was horrible. So that's that. Back to the Gayle King thing. As you can see, I will jump around on the subject. But back to the Gayle King thing, on one hand, as a human, I'm like, okay, do we have to cancel people? Like, why don't you just tune out people? I mean, they're going into the point where, they're like, no, you're not for the people. And I guess my problem is, okay, if I don't agree with you, I just don't tune in. But I don't have to cancel you. Okay, we're gonna let the motorcycle go by. We don't have to cancel you. Although, if I can be honest, I can dismiss someone in my life almost instantly in a scary way. So I'm still going in and just working that product, and this is going to be a cute little look. Now, the problem that I have with this palette is the colors don't run very deep. And I like to add like a cute little deepness right there. I probably won't at this point because I don't have anything to go deep. So I might just add a little shimmer up here. Yep, right there. That's pretty much. And I think what I'm going to do, so, but what do y'all think about like the whole cancel culture? I understand holding her accountable to her journalistic um, choices. I do. I do understand that. But for me, like I said, I think my biggest issue with the whole thing is I don't understand what was her purpose of asking that question. So maybe that's the question. Maybe we should give her a chance, if she hasn't already, to explain why on earth did you ask that question? Because to me, it was just a misplaced question. Like it didn't make sense. And especially to someone that was his friend. Like, if you, what'd you expect? Expect her to go off on him? Not gonna happen. So anyway, so I am just blending this cute little look, simple look. And there you have it, because I want to do sort of a natural look. I am going to feature a mascara that I was completely impressed with, and I will leave the details down below. So this is the mascara. It is a NYX brand, okay? And, okay, so you see my what are those things called? Eyelashes, yeah. See my eyelashes now. I have none. I have 0 eyelashes, but watch this. I was so impressed. And this I got from Walmart. I was so impressed by this. Watch this. Watch it not work that well. You can see the difference, can't you? I can. I can definitely see the difference. So for those of you that are new to my channel, I am not crazy huge on false lashes. I do have some that I can attempt to put on. Usually in my lives, I give it maybe about, I got hair, so I give it like 2 tries. And after that, I'm done. So I feel like I see the 3 colors in my eyes, but I feel like, I know I'm going to go into my Jackie Ina. Let's Max. Let's Max is my friend from Germany that's tuning in. I'm in my Jackie Ina palette, and I'm going to go in with edges because I need something to kind of pop in this eye situation. There we go. Just something cute and subtle, nothing major. But yeah, okay, so back to the Gayle King thing, because I've already talked about the sugar detox thing, and that's pretty much what it is. No, yes, I could have gone on live and everything, but my energy level was horrible and through the roof, and then horrible again, and it just would have been not so good to go on live during looking like that and stuff. Because I just simply wasn't feeling good. And then I had to be the flu or something. It was just horrible. It was horrible. So, of course, I get a phone call in the middle of live. And I'm just going to not answer that. So, the problem is with cancel culture is that I think for me is I'm aware that at some point we all can find ourselves saying stupid stuff, doing stupid stuff. And then, of course, we will want some sort of grace applied to the situation and forgiveness. And we will want people to forgive us for the stupid things that we said. And a lot of times we just have to be careful when we're willing to dish, so to speak, hand out a punishment that we're not willing to take. So just be careful while we're canceling people and stuff like that. Just be careful to make sure that you understand. So the reason why I'm doing that, I'm just adding a cute little color under my eyes because guess what? As a matter of fact, I'm just going to add the mascara because my eyeliner is not behind me and I'm not getting up. There we go. Cute. Little smudge, but okay. So that's my concern. Like, be careful while you canceling people and canceling like a whole person because of what they say, because we all say crazy stuff. We all do crazy things. You know, like I said, I would hold her accountable as a journalist just from the sake of why would you say that? Because you already knew that Lisa was his friend. So any friend is going to take up for a friend. So what answer did you expect? You know, that's crazy. And so for me, it was that's my issue. You know, why? So anyway, so that's that. And so when I'm done with this look, I think I'm gonna do another video. Because I really miss being on here with you guys and just doing my makeup and shooting the breeze. But ultimately, like I said, I was busy with the flu for myself. I can't even say it was the flu. It wasn't the flu. But just kind of detoxing from sugar. And if you've ever detoxed from sugar, you know what I was going through and you know what I was doing. And it's not a pretty thing. And so again, you know, I know, and I say it whenever I do a video talking about my eating and stuff like that, I always talk about how, you know, I get it. The craze right now is keto and everything else. But for me, I've been eating this way for many, many years. Many, many years. And so when I don't, it's just not healthy for me. And it's not about a fad for me. This is how I eat. So when I'm not eating that way, my body is usually rebelling. My body is like, okay, hello, my first here. How are you? I'm fine, Donzel. I am fine. How are you today? I'm just sitting here talking about how I had to take a break from YouTube because I was busy detoxing from sugar. Because it's been rough. You're doing great. Good. I'm so glad. I'm doing great. Where are you from? I live in sunny Arizona. So I am chilling. But yeah, if you've ever detoxed, ooh, I don't like that. Ooh, New Orleans. I went on a cruise and I do. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend that in. And the reason why I don't like it, because I feel like it's a little too blushy, too ready. And so this is the Anastasia blush palette, and I went in with that, and it just gave me a little bit too much. But I'm gonna show you what I do to correct that. What's for dinner, Donzel? My fat butt. That's all I be thinking about. Like, I'm literally doing a live talking about detoxing from sugar, and 9 times out of 10, somebody come on from New Orleans. I want some food. I'm trying to stay, girl. All right, wait, Donzel. That could be. Please forgive me. Are you a boy, a male, or female? I'm sorry, because that can go both ways, right? Yes, that sugar is horrible, and it's not. You know, like I put in the title, it's not such a strange. It's not so strange. Like we're all. It's a battle in America because oh my God. Oh hey, okay, you're a guy. But it's so hard. How you doing on your journey? Like how many days detox? I had to, ooh, geez. And so literally I had to detox. How many days clean are you, Donzel? I'm a whole 2 weeks. Boy, that's a lot. I almost ate some popcorn yesterday. I was watching a movie and I was just like, I want some popcorn. And of course, my husband is not sugar free. And again, I just want to explain, when I say sugar, I'm also talking about carbs that metabolize into sugar very fast. So I'm just not talking about cane sugar. I'm talking rice, bread, all of that. So I'm 2 weeks clean. Donzel, come on, fess up. How many days clean are you? Donzel's like, no, I'm trying to stay away from sugar now. It's a lot though. It is. So far, I'm 4 weeks into it. It's just about trying to find. It is. It is. And you know what? Hit me up, because I am the queen of substitute. The only thing that I have not found a substitute for is popcorn. So right now, if you want, just leave a comment right now and just let me know, like, oh, what is it that I have a substitute for? You need to find me on Instagram also, because I share a lot of recipes on Instagram. But also just hit me up here. I'm on Facebook, same name on all platforms. Because I like to eat, okay? And I like to snack. And so I don't definitely, okay, follow me on Insta. I don't like to not have stuff. And so, Donzel, if you drink, I know low carb, keto friendly drinks, what to order at Starbucks, all of that, you'll find all of that. The only thing that I have not found a substitute for, like I said, is popcorn. You cannot substitute popcorn. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. There's no substitute for popcorn. And so I be hurting, because popcorn is my absolute favorite. And so I've been low carb / keto. I've been keto for a year, but I did low carb way back. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And I'm going to be honest with you. When I want popcorn, like last night I wanted it, but because I'm so new back into being like super, super disciplined, I was like, no, don't do it, because it'll just spiral out of control. So I was like, no, I probably will give myself another 6 months before I get popcorn. About this past December, strict for a whole complete year. And prior to that, I'm older. So I've been low carb since like the Atkins days and stuff like that. Rice, not having rice doesn't really bother me. Just if I'm eating certain dishes, then yes, because I mean, gravy, stuff with gravy, who wants cauliflower rice? But I've trained myself. That's what you're going to get now. I've allowed myself to have strawberries. I do strawberries just about every day. Again, just hit me up and let me know what substitutes you were like. Right now, you're just like really, really fainting what you need. And because I am a foodie, like this no sugar thing is no joke. I'm starting channel again, plan to work videos. Oh, good. Medical school. Hats off to you. My whole family is medical. My mom is medical. I am not a medical person at all. The closest that I got to I'm a teacher. So the closest I got to medical is the job that I had to quit. And the reason why I quit is because scheduling, my kids were going into high school anyway. So long story short, I was a support coordinator for special needs children. I absolutely loved that job because it kind of went along with what I do as a teacher, working in that age group. And it was early childhood. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So what kind of, you want to be a surgeon? What do you want to do in medical school? That's awesome. Stay focused. All right. I'm going to follow you back. I'll follow you back for sure. And you guys followed Donzel below. Okay. So you plan to do workout videos. Oh, hard. That's kind of cool. My daughter, she's in 9th grade and she's super smart. See, I'm smart. I'm teacher smart. But I did not apply myself the way I should have at a young age. And I'm so proud of her because both her and I have 2 high schoolers and they both apply themselves. And I'm just so proud of them. I was goofing off. Like I was goofing off and not to the, I goofed off, but B, C student kind of way. Like I wasn't a D and I didn't fail or nothing like that. I actually graduated top 10% pregnant. So I wasn't a total failure, but not nowhere near. My kids are so much better than me. So much better than me. But yeah, I mean, That's where I've been. That's where I've been. And I plan on, I'm back at it. I'm back. I'm clean. I've been in detox, and that's where I've been. And like you said, Denzel, it is hell. Because number one, sugar's in everything. And I don't think people realize um sugar's in everything. And I know keto's a craze, but I think that keto and low carb Atkins and all those things, they take off because, and when I say take off, they become so popular because the people that are doing it, number one, we're losing weight. Like you can't deny the weight that people are losing. Number one. Number two, um, it's evident on how we feel. Like we feel so much better when you're eating. Our bodies do not, we should not be eating all that food. Like we should not be, the American diet is just horrible. It's horrible. And honestly, the I feel like the medical industry or the pharmaceutical, that's the word. The pharmaceutical industry is not encouraging the keto diet because it keeps people on medicine. When we're eating high carb and high sugar, you're on that medication, and so it funnels money. If you don't know, some of the people that I follow and the magic pill. If you think that I'm kind of loony and like, oh, what does she mean detox? No, it's straight up like a detox. I was getting the shakes and everything, and like day 3, I was good. So watch the magic pill if you're not a believer. And I'm not like a keto guru in the sense of you have to do keto. Do anything, but I'm telling you that sugar is not good. I don't drink soda. I'm all about the water. I do drink Starbucks. I drink coffee. Let me see. We say that's great. I feel that in high school as well. I slacked and missed a lot of opportunities. Exactly. And quite frankly, I think, and I have 5 kids. So if I can just use them as an example, and myself, like all kids aren't the same. Like my younger 2, I can see them going into college. I can see them getting scholarships. They're going to excel. Their brains are ready for that, if that makes sense. My older 3, the middle one, she decided to be ready at the last minute. So then it was like, oh, I want to go to college. Oh, really? Last minute. And then the older 2, they weren't, no, they weren't at all. So one is serving in the military and one is just working a regular job. They just, but actually he's in school now. So the oldest is in school now, but when he first graduated, he wasn't about that life. And I even think about when I went back to school, like the subjects that was hard for me in high school, it was so easy to grasp when I got to college. It was so easy. Chemistry, for an example, and certain maths, I could not wrap my brain around geometry in high school. It did not make sense. So I think that in America, I miss the days, and this is why I don't teach in the classroom. I miss the days where you could tailor the curriculum to the student and to their learning and into their learning style. Right now, we're just teaching the test, and I can't. Mostly I'm trying high carbs because I'm trying to gain. Okay, I'm pretty much in shape now, but it's mostly about gaining more muscle mass. Yes. So that's good. Yeah, that's a good plan. For me, I still have some body fat to lose, so I need to go low carb. Not much. I gained a little bit over Christmas break. We went to Disney World, and I'm sorry, I was just living my best life in Orlando. I was living my best life. But yeah, just hit me up. I experiment in the kitchen a lot with different substitutes and different things like that. I follow a lot of people, and sometimes I'll be tasting something and I'm like, oh, I wonder what would happen if I do this or do that. So that's that. But I just wanted to come on and do a quick get ready with me. Because I missed you guys. I missed going live, but I also had to do some self-care, if I can be transparent, because I had to get this mind right, concerning what I was consuming and why I'm consuming it. And I just had to remember my why, because I can't go back. I can't go back to eating that way. It's not healthy. It's not, nope, not gonna be able to do it. I definitely will hit you up. It's been hard. Yeah, especially for you. You know good food, and that's the thing. I know good food. I'm originally from Miami. Like I said, I live in Arizona now, but my family, we are an eating family. Like we eat, and if you saw my cousins and my uncles and my aunts and everybody, we are but a lot of them have died from diabetes also. So I guess I shouldn't say that, but we are an eating family, and I just believe in taking those good old home recipes that we grew up with and just tweaking them a little bit, and we're good to go. We're good to go. Yep. So, my friends, I am going to get off here in a few minutes. My Insta is let me see, because the way I worded it, because I don't think you can find me on there. It's m dot. Let's see. Let's say m dot elissa dot b m dot. And I'm not sure if you search Melissa Berrien, if it'll come up, because I'll be having some tight privacy settings. But I think I loosened them up once I started YouTube. But it's m dot elissa dot b, and that's on Insta. And then Facebook, I have Melissa Berrien, and I have Melissa Berrien. Oh, go to my website, melissaberrien.com. I have tons of recipes on there. Forgot about that place. Yikes. Yeah. So the name that's here is on all platforms, Twitter, everything. I don't tweet as much, but I love Twitter though. And I have an idea for a Twitter video that I'm gonna do. Um so you sound like you're like a buff working out type of dude that's trying to get that going on. Do you run? My kids are my daughter's runners, my kids are runners. They're really into sports. Um in my head, I'm a runner. I would love to be a runner. I would love to train to run. That would be a bucket list thing, as they say. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here, and we talked a little bit about where I've been, why I haven't been posting, and my hat's off to us all. Let's just keep that journey going. Oh, cool. Okay. Every morning, gosh, I wish. And she's so disciplined. Like I have, well, my son plays football and stuff like that, but he runs for off season type thing. But my daughter, she does cross country and track, and that's a whole world for me. I'm like, man, I would, yeah. My hat's off to those kids. Like they run to run, like they run to warm up to begin to run, and I'm tired. One day, I just need to get out there and do it. Probably. She told me, she said, run, rest. I forgot the little formula. She has the whole formula for it and everything. But yep, that's where I've been. I've just kind of been, I put myself in my own personal rehab, and like I said, I ended up getting sort of like a cold, and then my kids got a cold. And so I just wanted to make sure when I came back that I would come back right and ready. And I talked a little bit about the Gayle King thing. What you think about that, Donzel, the whole Gayle King thing? Rewatch the video. I pretty much said, what did I say? I just think what was her point of asking? I don't think I for me, it has nothing to do with how soon Kobe died. Like just for clarification, I'm not like a superhuman Kobe fan. The whole thing was sad, and I did a whole video on it and everything. But as far as the Gayle King thing, I think people are going off because, oh, too soon, too soon. I just don't understand what her point was. Like, why would you, like, if you and I are friends, or if Kobe was her friend, why would you even ask her that question? What was the point? What was the point of bringing that up? Right. That's what I'm saying. It makes no sense. Like, why? What was the purpose? How would that, you're interviewing an athlete. So to me, keep it on her accomplishments, what she's going to do in the future, or even her response to his death. but you knew you was being messy. Okay, she was being messy. That's just what it is. And I talked a little bit about the cancel culture because in America we are canceling people left and right. And so, on one hand, in my personal life, I will cancel people in a minute. I'm not. I mean, that's just because it's not necessarily canceling. I like to protect my peace. I'll put it to you that way. But I also understand that I may say something that or I might have tweeted something or whatever that may be offensive also. So I'm not going to just throw Gayle King in the trash, but I think she needs to be held accountable to her journalistic choices and professionalism. I just think that she needs to answer to what was the point? What was the point? So anyway, Donzel, if you can't find me, cancel culture. Yeah, for sure. If you're over a certain age in this society, in this world, we know that the stuff that people are getting canceled for, like even Mr. Trump, 45. I have my opinions about him. He crazy. In my opinion, um, I'm not like a stark supporter of his or anything else like that. But hey, Bruce Lee. Um, but what he does is offensive in some ways or whatever. But I have what's my channel about? An eclectic view. It's just me. Me and my is this my space on YouTube. So I do a little Sims, I do beauty, I talk, I do reviews, I do reactions, I shop, I sell, I buy. There's a whole lot, Bruce Lee. It's a whole lot going on over here. You can't figure me out. So you're just gonna have to hit the subscribe button. Go ahead, because you know you want to. Go ahead. Come on, Bruce Lee. Hit that subscribe and the notification bell down below so that you know. Yeah, I'm all over. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Bruce. I'm refreshing. But one, I will tell you like this. One of my taglines is mostly mine is mind-boggling because we focus. Yeah, yeah. And that's the thing. Like, let me say this real quick and then I'll answer that. Bruce Lee, the one thing I like people to know, and it's my tagline in every video, this is a no clickbait zone. I don't play the clickbait. I don't play the super emotional and pranks. And I'm too grown for that. And it's disingenuous. And I think that it's ridiculous that some YouTubers are like super huge for that content. And obviously there's a market for that, but I just can't participate in that. Like, some of the videos are just absolutely ridiculous. I would love to do a mukbang one day, but maybe I'll do that. I don't know. But to answer your question, this channel is just an eclectic view. Oh, thanks, Bruce. I'm just me, Bruce. I'm all over the place. It takes me 30 minutes to tell a story. We've already been on for 44 minutes, and I've talked about like 50 million things. But no, I'm just a fun person. Just go through the videos. A lot of my videos, I talk while I'm doing my makeup. Sometimes I come on, makeup's already done. I review products. It's just an eclectic corner of the internet of YouTube, and hopefully one day I'll just blow up, poof. But it will be through authenticity. It won't be through the foolishness and the oh my god, super emotional. Like, those videos crack me up because people actually click on it and I read through the comments and I'm like, y'all are really following for this? Like, these people have millions of followers and y'all are getting clicked. You think so? My way or their way is the way? I can't do it, Bruce, if you're saying their way. Yeah, yeah, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. So I'm Melissa, Bruce Lee. It is so nice to meet you. I love what I do, and I have a gift to gab, and I love gabbing, and I have an opinion about just about everything. I just am wise enough to know when to share it and how to share it. But this is a fun channel, and I do several videos a week. And like I said, mainly I do a lot of get ready with me's, and I just talk. I just talk it up, even if you get followers through clickbait. True, true, true. Yay! Make sure you share with your friends and everything. And but let me see, but yeah, Donzel, it's crazy that I want everybody to have an opinion. Like, you know what my dream would be? My dream would either to have a podcast or to do a live with people with different opinions. I love talking to people with different opinions. Okay. I think it's the best thing. I don't want to go to a church where we all look alike. I don't want my kids to go to the school where they all look alike. I don't want to shop and live in a place where we all look and sound the same. I would love to sit with a bunch of Trump supporters that are just I'm talking diehard Trump supporters. And I want to have a conversation with one of them that can actually have a conversation without calling names. And I'm an independent. So I'm not a libtard or a Democrat or all these other stupid names that they say. But I would love to have a conversation with these people, but I don't know if some of them can. I would love to. Oh, okay. Oh, and I love it. I don't have a problem with it. I think we can meet in the middle, Bruce, over food. That's the common ground. Food and music. I love you, you love me. Now, pardon me. It is the proper way to say that is shake. Is it a SH or sick? I don't think it's sick. But yes, I am a Christian. Sikhism is not known by, I know, seek. Thank you. Pardon my ignorance. I love the same mindset too. I love trying to understand. Yes. And that's me. And that's why I think I love YouTube. And that's why YouTube is so good for me, because right now my platform is strong, is small. And I have dreams of having a huge platform because I want to travel. I want to talk to different people. You're Sikh, I'm Christian. Somebody could be gay, Muslim. Listen, we can meet in the middle over food and music and a smile, because that's what bonds us all. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Listen, Bruce, if y'all believe in 12 gods, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd really be intrigued. And I'd literally be picking your brain. Okay, tell me about this. Tell me about that. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? Because the point is not for me to try to convert you or you to try to convert me. I just feel like the middle ground is that's the whole point of being on this earth, is to share the human experience. And I know that sounds corny and everything else like that, but Donzel, that goes back to your point. That's why it's so dangerous to cancel everyone, and to cancel people for having different opinions. And that's what it is. There's a difference between being derogatory, which I think a lot of when I say the whole Trump thing, I think he's just derogatory in some ways, and I don't go for that. But he can have his opinion about certain people and everything else like that. But there's just a way to say it. There's a way to express it. And there's a way to, I always tell my kids, like, even when they're trying to pronounce someone's name, there's a way that you can say, I don't know how to do that without, like, you'll have people and they'll be like, Sadiq, oh, I don't know, who cares? And you're like, don't do that to that person. Like, try to find out how to say their name. They belong here, You could, I put. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And the truth is, I believe God doesn't care. True. That's it. I agree 100%. And I'm going to tell you a story that I'm going to get off here. I believe what you're saying, Bruce. What he said, he believes that God doesn't care. I know he doesn't care, because story time. There was a time my husband and I, my family, we were like stark, holy rolling, preaching Christians, right? And we were not living. We were so afraid, indirectly, probably never said it, but we were living to do good in a position, and oh, we got to preach. And my husband, he would beat the doors of the church down and all this other stuff. And, I wouldn't curse, I wouldn't drink, and we wouldn't go on vacation. Well, we would go on vacation. I'm not going to say that. But just, we weren't living. That's my point. We weren't living. We were doing what we thought people that were Christians should do. Okay. And as time evolved, we saw different things, experienced different things, lived different things. And then we realized, hey, God didn't strike us down. As a matter of fact, he keeps blessing us in this mess that we created, whatever that means, right? And in all that religion, we still weren't better people. You know what I'm saying? Like we weren't growing. We weren't better people. We weren't better than different people. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like I would look at people that would claim to be non-Christian, and I felt like their lives were way more fulfilled than my own. They were free. They would move places and do things. And here I am. Oh, I have to pray about it. Well, what the heck is there to pray about when you know God? He's a good father. He's a good God. So why on earth would I be afraid to do different things in the world? And so this was years ago. And we are, my husband and I and my family is a stark contrast, like huge contrast from what we were before. We're free. We're free to live because there's a scripture that says the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. And we know now that we don't have to be contained into what man thinks that we should do, what man thinks we should be, what we should say. It's not about, it's not about that. It's about what we put out, because what we put out will come right back to us, and just this human nature, this human experience. That's what it's about. It's not about that building. Has nothing to do with that building. I think that building is a trap. We go to church sometimes, but at the same time, a lot of times when I'm sitting there, I'm thinking I could be out feeding the homeless. I could be making bags for foster children right now. But instead, I'm sitting in this building listening to this man who is very flawed tell me how I should live when I'm not quite sure how he's living. But that's a whole nother video, Bruce. Bruce, you trying to get me in trouble. But no, it's been a pleasure, Bruce. Make sure you comment and hit the subscribe and the notification bell. Oh, it is very hard to explain. It is very hard to explain. And oh, thank you. That's what I know, and that's just how I am. And I appreciate your comment, Bruce. And we are transparent. It is what it is. And and that's part of my authenticity on YouTube. Like I can't clickbait. I just have to be me, and like I said, we meet in the middle ground. We meet in the middle ground of music, food, and you be you, I be me, and all this judging and damning this one to hell and that one to hell. Like I have my opinions about it. Don't get me wrong. I have my opinions about a whole lot of stuff, but we all have opinions, but at the end of the day, whatever people are going through, however they're living and everything else like that, that's between them and God. And when you find someone who kind of doesn't believe in that, I call them an old fool if they're older. Young kids, I kind of give them 30 and under, I give them a pass because they haven't lived yet. But when you get to be in your 40s, almost 50s, like I am, and you're still dumb judging people, you're an old fool. You're an old fool. You haven't lived, you haven't learned from anything. And that's just my opinion. So be looking out for more videos. Thank you for tuning in. That's where I've been. I was detoxing. And if you're just tuning in, this was a very interesting video because the conversation just kind of turned. I have my new friend, Bruce Lee. I hope to see you again. Bruce Lee, yes, from England. So yes. Are you living in England now? So I had a friend from Germany today, and I had in England. Bruce, I can't do England this time of year. I live in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm originally from Miami, Florida. Okay, the common ground, sunshine. I need to be in the sun. Yay! Come to America. I would love to visit London one day, just not in the winter. Not in the winter. Maybe one time. Maybe one time. Because we used to live in New York, and we would go to the city and watch the ball drop, and it was cold and everything, and I hate that whole experience. But I feel like you have to do Europe in the winter at least once. You have to do it. You have to do it because it's beautiful. So yeah. See, Bruce and Donzel and the rest of y'all will have me on here yapping away all night. It's cold. Yes. And I don't like cold. I do not like cold. I'm a talker, as you can see. But yeah, yeah, I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you, Donzel, or you, Bruce. But I will be back. I promise. I actually have a couple of video ideas. All right, I'll stay on. Let's do this video. All right, so let me tell you what I had a video idea. So now I'm just gonna end up editing this down. When will you be next on? See, I was gonna do a separate video, but I'll just stay on and edit it. I'll chop this up. But I do every other day. And then if there's breaking news, I'm definitely gonna yap about that. But I try to do at least every other day. So I'll do one today, I'll do one tomorrow. Yeah. But since we're on here and y'all are like, don't leave, then I'm gonna do my video idea. I'm gonna do it now. And then I'll chop it up and make it into 2 different videos. It's been almost an hour. It's all good. So, and as you can see, I love what I do. So I had a video idea about Twitter. So what I'm gonna do, I'm on Twitter and I'm gonna take, no, it's not interfering with anything. It's not interfering. It's Sunday here, 11 p.m. So what do you do for a living, Bruce? What do you do? So my video idea, and so again, with the magic of editing, I'm gonna make this into a whole nother video. And so my video idea was I'm gonna take the top 5 things that's trending on Twitter. And I'm gonna talk, Loyola, a lawyer. I'm going to talk about the top 5 things that's trending on Twitter. We just going to talk. We going to gab, gab, gab. I'm a teacher. I don't teach in the classroom right now. I actually teach English to Chinese students at the moment. I used to teach in the classroom, and I don't do that anymore. I kind of like being in charge of my own schedule. Yeah. Yeah. And it's so interesting with the coronavirus and everything. We're definitely affected by that. Not necessarily my job, but it's so interesting. Before the whole coronavirus thing came out, like I knew something was going on because all my kids were sick. And if they weren't sick, their families were hacking in the background. And no offense to their culture, but culturally speaking, how could I say this? Their decorum about coughing and colds is a lot different than what I would say European or American would be. You know, you go in a room or go in the bathroom, blow your nose, that whole thing. Like, no, they were hacking all over the place. So when the coronavirus came out, I was not surprised at all because I was like, and I'm not saying that my students and or their families have it, but I can tell that there was just a lot of sickness going on. It's kind of sad. Because now when I tune in and they see me, it's almost like another human. Hi, teacher, you know, and I'm so happy to see them and see that they're okay and their families and different things like that. I love what I do. Yeah, I love what I do. It's rewarding and it's just cool. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah, I used to work in the classroom, but again, I like to be in charge of my own schedule, and kind of doing that allows me to upload and do the things that I want to do for YouTube. Because one day I'm going to be like a mega YouTube star, like mega. I'm mega in my head right now, though. Like right now, whoo, big. But what I wanted to do was take the top 5 trending and talk about it. So what's trending on Twitter? All right, the first one, the Oscars. Are you going to stay up and watch the Oscars, Bruce? I'm not going to watch it. Yeah. Yep. I'm not going to watch the Oscars. My attention span is not very long for the Oscars. I'm telling on myself. I'm not going to watch the Oscars. I do like the highlights of what people are wearing. I like to see what people are wearing, and I'll get the highlights tomorrow, and I may do a video about that or whatever. But no, I'm not gonna watch the Oscars. But that's what's trending. Number 1. Number 2, NASCAR. Are you familiar with NASCAR? That's the race around, you know, Bush. Oh, a Bush clash. Let's see. Was there a crash? Okay. Ooh. Okay. Looks like there was a crash. Oh. I went to NASCAR before, and I about plucked my eyelashes out. It was, for those of you that enjoy NASCAR, hats off to you. We went, my husband and I, and it was the longest time. Like, it was just I now, when I did enjoy it, let's just say it was 500 laps. I don't remember how many laps it was, but maybe lap 10 is when I got engaged again. It was so long, and it just going around and around and around the track, but it got really exciting towards the end because I knew it was down to the wire. So that's what's trending. There was a crash. The third one that's trending, oh, something about Xbox football. My son would know about that. I have no idea. Now my NFL team is the Seahawks, but I don't know what's going on here. And then why is Aaron Murray trending on Twitter? Oh, okay. Aaron Murray has struggled in his first game with Tampa Bay Vipers. And oh gosh, he's not trending for a good reason. This is a fun video idea. I think I'm gonna do this more often. What's trending on Twitter? And then number 5, National Pizza Day. So I'm gonna end with this. So number 5 is trending on number 5 is National Pizza Day, trending on Twitter. And so Don Zell, I think you're still here. I have an amazing pizza crust, cauliflower pizza crust idea. And like I said, just go to my website because it's on my website, and I know America's okay. You know, it's American. We food. Okay, you see the title. I'm detoxing from sugar, and then it's National Pizza Day. I don't know who said it was National Pizza Day, who told us that, but hey, in America, it's National Pizza Day. And I don't eat flour crust, so I make a good keto-friendly cauliflower crust type thing. And it's so good. It's so good. But that's what I eat. My favorite pizza is jalapeno and pepperoni. It's my favorite pizza. So that's your top 5 trending on Twitter. And that was my take on the top 5 trending on Twitter. I thought that was fun. I think I'm going to do that again. If I don't do that every day, I'll do it again. Yep. So Bruce Lee, make sure that you like, comment, and you're commenting already. Make sure you guys subscribe and share with your friends. This is just me, Melissa B. And I hope you guys enjoyed your video. You guys be safe. Have a wonderful evening. Be kind to people, even if they're jerks, just ignore them. But then again, some people deserve to get a little cussing out here and there. But ultimately, you guys be safe, be kind, and just don't forget to live your dream, because that's what it is. We have one time on this earth. And so what more do we need to do besides live our dream? So with that being said, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I really enjoyed the conversation. I'm going to be looking for you guys the next time I go live. Thank you. I'll see you next one. Yes, I will go live tomorrow. Yes. Bye-bye.